Hi, and welcome to this live reading of Sunshine Kisses by Elaine Marie, and this is presented by Itsy Bitsy Book Bits. Prologue. The wedding is in 2 weeks. I'm happy for Winter and Dominic. Really I am. It's been one heck of a year for them, full of ups and downs, but I know they're perfect for each other. As for me, I've come to realize there isn't a guy out there who can handle my wit or my stubbornness. Not one I can stand for more than an orgasm or two, at least, if I'm lucky. Also, my medical condition causes me to distance myself. When the doctor informed me of my condition, she also said it will get worse as time progresses. So, I promised myself I wouldn't let anyone get close. It's really to spare them the heartache. At least, that's what I tell myself. Yet, here I stand, staring at my reflection with a broken heart. Alone. Besides, the men around here are dull, immature, and too high maintenance. More than half the time, it's all about them. For once, I want it all about me. I want to be the first to get off. I want the guy to swoon over me instead of me going out of my way for them. Just once, I want someone to, heck, I don't know, maybe give up everything for me. But it's too late now. I don't have much time remaining. I'm hoping this trip to Florida will be good. I'll stay busy with wedding stuff, but I'm going to make time for myself and enjoy my time there because I'll have major decisions to make in the next few weeks. According to my last appointment with Dr. Martinez, I'll have to make those decisions rather quick. She told me medications will help manage the symptoms, but there is no cure. In later stages of this disease, dialysis or a transplant may be my only choice. For now, I want to live every day to the fullest. I'm going to try and forget about what's ahead and concentrate on the now. At least for these next couple of weeks. Chapter 1. My name is Crystal Brooks. I'm a Jersey girl through and through. I have style. I have grace. If you get in my way, I'll punch you in the face. Basically, I don't put up with shit, and I give as well as I take. My best friend Winter is getting married in less than a week. We've known each other for what seems like forever, and I couldn't be happier for her. She met her match in the one and only Dominic Montgomery of DM Enterprise, although in the beginning it was a bumpy road. Since their first encounter, they have turned their relationship into one of the healthiest I've ever seen. The wedding ceremony will be on the sunny beaches of Florida at sunset. I, being the maid of honor, have decided to head down early with Winter. I want to make sure that everything runs smooth for her big day. Besides, it gives me time to reflect on what's to come and scope out the scenery. I'm looking forward to meeting a few hot washboard abs, if you know what I mean. This girl's all about the girls just want to have fun thing. I grab my luggage and take one last look around the loft I've lived in for about 6 months. When Winter offered me the chance to take over the lease on the place, I jumped at the chance, moving in within a week. It's closer to the hair salon I manage and a lot cheaper than my old place. After I settled in, I redecorated and made it my own. Turning away, I walked out the door, slammed it behind me, and locked the deadbolt. Taking a step forward, music echoing up the stairwell greets my ears. I descend the stairs with my bag in tow and realize the music is coming from Spencer's apartment. I make my way over and peer in the ajar door. Hot damn. My eyes widen in surprise at the scene before me. The Spencer I know wears a loose button-up shirt and jeans. His hair is always parted to the one side, and he is forever pushing up his glasses. But this one, the one in front of me right now, wow. His sculpted bare chest ripples as he pulls himself up on the wedged bar in the doorframe. The baggy sweatpants he's wearing are hanging dangerously low, revealing that V everyone talks about in those romance novels Winter has me hooked on. You know, the ones with the sexy covers. The guy before me is not our Spencer. His hair is a shaggy mess. Where are his glasses? What happened to the geek? The uptight guy? Damn, I can't tear my eyes from him. The man is sex on a stick, but then again, maybe it's me. I haven't gotten laid in what feels like forever, and last night my batteries died right before I hit the big O. I squeeze my thighs together and am reminded I need to find some satisfaction. I'm brought out of my little daydream when he drops down, takes a few steps, and reaches toward the coffee table. A few seconds later, he pushes his glasses up his nose before he grabs a flannel button-down shirt and slides his arms in. When he begins to button, I knock and push the door open wider. Hey, Spence, I'm headed out. I'll see you at the hotel in a few days. He jumps, but quickly turns his back and steps into the small hall between the kitchen and bathroom, hiding all the yumminess. When he finishes, he steps back into view. I have no idea why he hides all that godliness. I wish he wouldn't. Since I'm straightforward, I blurt out, "Why do you hide?" I point my finger in the direction of his chest and wave my hand up and down. "All that. You should be showing it off." I move closer, slide my finger between the cotton fabric, and yank the top 2 buttons open and wink. "Stop teasing, Crystal. I'm just another nerd boy, remember?" He swats my hand away, turns, and walks into the kitchenette. He retrieves a bottle of water from the fridge, uncaps it, and takes a few gulps. Mesmerized, I follow the fluid's path down as he swallows. He clears his throat, pulling me from my fantasy. Embarrassed, I glance around the apartment and see every type of electronic device or books on every single surface. He's definitely a nerd, but damn, when did he get hot? Sexy, even. With a shake of my head, I remove the image from my thoughts. Anyway, our rooms are all on a private and secluded beach. They're beautiful accommodations. Although we know Dominic can afford much more, this is what Winter wants. And you know when it comes to Winter, he will do whatever she asks. I pull my purse up my arm. Upstairs is all shut down and locked up. I have my phone if anything comes up between now and then. If not, I'll see you at the airport in a few days. I don't fly, I drive, so I'll head down sooner. There's no way in hell you'll catch me in the air. I throw my head back in a full-out laugh. What's wrong with flying? I ask. He shakes his head and shrugs. Just not my thing. Have a good flight. He presses the bottle to his lips and turns away. Toodles, and drive safe. Oh, and make sure you bring the captain. I holler over my shoulder as I step back into the hallway. I smile. I know I shouldn't be drinking with the medication, but I'm going to make an exception for this trip. As I approach the glass door entrance, I push it open and step outside to a clear sky. The afternoon sun kisses my skin and its warmth caresses my body. What a glorious day. As I make my way to the car at the curb, I text Erica, my right hand at the salon. She'll be in charge while I'm gone. She replies immediately with a simple, "Have fun." I hope I do. It's been ages since I've taken a vacation. Celebrating my best friend and partying it up sounds like a great time to me. Chapter 2. When I pull up to the townhouse, it doesn't surprise me to see Winter already standing outside with her foot tapping against the concrete pavement. I smile as I stop the car in front of her and step out. She unfolds her arms and smiles when I pop the trunk. "It's about time. Can you believe in a few days I'll be a married woman?" she says giddily. Excitement engulfs her body. We squeal at her words and embrace each other. "Let's get this party started," I exclaim and help her load her luggage into the trunk before we slide into the car. Once settled, I say, "When we arrive, there will be a limo waiting to take us to the hotel." We buckle our seatbelts and I start the engine with a push of the button on the dashboard. "Okay," she says and adds, "Tomorrow night the rest of the girls will arrive and we have gal pal night." She adjusts her seat. I put the car in drive and pull into the street, heading toward the airport. "Hey, can I ask you a question?" I pull my sunglasses from on top of my head and place them over my eyes to block the glare. "Sure, what's up?" Winter asks while she folds down the visor and inspects her reflection in the mirror. "Have you ever noticed Spence's body?" She flips the visor up and turns to me with wide eyes and a gaping mouth. "What? I happened to get a look today." She giggles. "I've seen him shirtless. He's okay." His sculpted abs filter through my mind. Damn, he's better than okay. He's hot. I squeeze my thighs together and the car swerves. Winter yells, bringing my attention back. I straighten the car out and blush. "What the hell, Crystal?" She laughs. I wave her off, but I can't believe I'm thinking about Nerd Boy this way. It's Spence, the guy who's been our friend for years. He's our designated driver on Gal Pal Night. He's the great guy who puts up with our antics. Why am I thinking of him this way all of a sudden? Why am I interested now? Who am I kidding? I'm not interested. I'm horny and perhaps a little curious. Despite having had my share of guys, I can't help but wonder what it would be like to have him. To have nerdy Spence. Would he be a boring fuck? Lay back and let me do all the work? Or would he wrap me in those toned arms and take me over the edge? I shake my head and push thoughts of Spence to the back of my mind as I return my attention back to the road ahead. With heavy traffic, I can't allow myself to daydream. It takes us a little longer to get to the airport due to the road construction on the highway. When we arrive, we grab our things from the trunk and make our way inside. After checking our bags, we slowly make our way through the security line before we head to our terminal and gate, luckily finding seats. Winter is glued to her phone, texting Dominic, I'm sure. I gaze around at the bustling activity surrounding us. Before I know it, they announce first class is boarding. Winter and I grab our carry-ons and stand with the other first-class passengers. I pull my ticket up on my phone and pass the phone over the scanner. A beep emits, and the stewardess smiles as I step forward and make my way down the jetway. Once we settle into our seats, I pull out my phone and open my email so I can read the information attachment that doctor's office sent. This is the last thing I want to think about during this trip, but it was there in front of me, and my curiosity got the better of me. So, tell me, Winter says, interrupting my reading as she glances out the window. Thankful for Winter's question, I lock my phone and shove the device under my leg. With the 2-hour flight ahead of us, I don't want to focus on what I read. Instead, I retrieve those images of Spencer from where I'd shoved them into the back of my mind earlier. Tell you what, I ask, and wonder why he doesn't like flying. More importantly, why is he still single? Ugh, what the hell, Crystal? Winter smiles and bats her eyes. I sigh. Fine. I was leaving this morning. There was music playing as I made my way downstairs and saw Spencer's door was open a bit. I peeked in. I shrugged my shoulders because his door being open is a common thing, but the view that greeted me was different this time. And she leans in closer. His abs are washboard perfect. The unexpected view sent me into a spin. I shrug again, trying to forget the detailed image in my head. She giggles, but says, tell me more. I know that isn't all. Fine. It wasn't our typical Spencer that greeted me. Between the no shirt and low riding sweatpants and the lack of his nerdy frames, well, 2 words. Total turn on. I grab the bridal magazine from Winter's lap and fan myself. I'm thankful for the small interruption when the stewardess approaches and asks if we'd like drinks. I order a glass of wine and Winter asks for a water. You should like someone for who they are, not what they look like, Winter says. Yeah, easy for her to say. She's marrying Mr. Sex on a stick. I wave the conversation off and open the wedding planner, but I can't help but toy with the idea that perhaps I'll have a little fun with Spencer this week. A vacation fling. My goal is to get laid this week. Maybe he'll be the one. I immediately dismissed the thought. It would probably ruin our friendship or at the very least make things super awkward. Besides, I don't want to do anything to put a damper on the wedding. Winter would kill me. Chapter 3. We settle in the back of the limousine and head toward the hotel. When we arrive, the driver opens our door and we climb out. Winter tips the man after he unloads our luggage. As we make our way inside to the front desk, I look out the large glass wall in front of us. The beautiful white sandy beach beyond catches my attention. It's breathtaking. I've seen the Atlantic coast, but I've never been to the Gulf side. Pulling my attention from the waves crashing against the sand, I notice the cute bar separating the pool from the beach. It has the appearance of being run down. License plates and old advertisement posters hang from every surface. It reminds me of some of the corner bars back home. The ones with dark walls and shady people, a pool table in the back, the kind you wouldn't step foot inside the bathroom for fear of what lies on the floor. Yet here it's open and has an airy and welcoming feel. Just past the bar is a fire pit with a net set up for beach volleyball opposite. I smile. I can't wait to explore the grounds. After we check in and receive our room keys and welcome kit, Winter says, go get settled, and I'll text you in a little while. She points to the sign that provides the direction of the room numbers. I'm this way. She rolls her luggage to the right. Okay, talk later. I shove my bag into the boardwalk, which covers the sand leading to my room on the left. Once I locate my cabana suite, I can't help but admire the simple and private accommodations. Inside, I set my luggage by the door and explore the space. On one side is the bedroom with a king bed and attached bathroom. The main area of the room has a small kitchenette and a living space with typical furnishings. But the thing that grabs my attention is the glass door opening to the cabana. I beeline for the door and step out into the outdoor space. The curtains are open, but the canopy top provides a nice shade from the sun. There's an outdoor fridge and sink along with several loungers and a couple of tables. But the thing that calls to me most is the white sand surrounding me. I remove my wedges and toss them to the side before I step into the warm sand. As I inhale deeply, tension escapes my body with my exhale. This is the first time I've relaxed in ages.